to it. On the day that Lot went out from Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. It will be just the same on the day that the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, let not the one who is on the housetop and whose goods are in the house go down to take them away. And likewise, let not the one who is in the field turn back. Remember Lot's wife. Jesus had kind of used this analogy in the prediction of the coming of the destruction of Jerusalem that was going to happen about 40 years after his crucifixion. He said, if when you see this day of judgment coming to Jerusalem, the Romans coming, if you're on your rooftop, just run. Don't go in your house and gather your stuff. But Jesus uses the same picture here for the days before he comes in the sky to gather his own, the righteous, from the earth. He's saying to us that when Lot fled the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, so he's saying, remember, during the lifetime of Lot, it was really immoral. I mean, like an immorality that was very unique. It was so full-blown. On the day that he left Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. It will be just the same in the day that the Son of Man is revealed. So, like, immorality, business as usual. No one knows that Jesus is going to come so fast, like in a flash, it's going to be over. So in this analogy right here, and in this reminder of what it was like in Sodom and Gomorrah, Jesus is saying it's going to happen in a flash, but he's saying here's what needs to be the attitude of your heart. Don't find yourself ever in a position when everyone else is saying it's business as usual and, oh, my whole life they said Jesus is coming back. Don't be the kind of person that allows the stuff in your house to become a distraction where you're not ready. Where you're just like, you know, because listen, believer, today's the kind of day where you and I have to just say all this stuff doesn't really matter. What matters is that I'm living in an evil day and that Jesus is inside my heart and I want to live for the Lord and I want to be excellent because he could come back at any moment. And then he says, you know, if you're on the housetop, don't go into the house to get your goods. If you're in the field, you know, don't think that there's any moment. Then he says this, is that the position of our heart to be ready for the coming of Jesus is remember Lot's wife. You know, Lot's wife fled the judgment out of Sodom and Gomorrah, but her heart was still connected to the world. And a personal, unfortunate judgment came upon her when she looked back at the world. She hadn't, the love of the world was greater than her love for what God had for her. And she missed God's purpose. So I guess I could just wrap this up by just saying, let's remember Lot's wife. Don't be connected with the things of this world. Don't long for the things of this world. Jesus, in the 1 John, it says, if any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And now's the day for you and I to just say, God, I'm going to live pure and righteous before you and full of faith to fulfill your plan.